Just down the road from my apartment, literally like a quarter mile. And this is the Pacific Ocean, looking out towards, um, I believe, oh God, I can't think of the name of that island over there. There's an island over there, right here. Sikihor, I think. The sun was looking pretty orange this morning. I thought, if the clouds rolled in a little bit too hard. Amazing how far out you can actually walk here. I had to bring the little girl down here to swim, but pretty rough ground. I guess these guys are out, different guys out here doing some kind of fishing. Just tied out. I was here a couple days ago, and much of it was all the way up to the rocks here. Kids are out here swimming. Went out to get money from the ATM this morning, and it won't give me money again. Oh, look at this. Oh man, I gotta get a still of this guy. Wish that sun would come out. There's quite a few people out here. A couple kids. Very dark sand here. Apparently it's mineralized. What somebody was telling me. Just recently running the guy who runs a scuba dive shop. I forget where he said he was from. He's American. The trike sitting way back up here, which I'm literally like a quarter mile down from the road from the apartment. But I haven't found much need for really locking the steering on it, although probably should have. Went out to use the ATM and told someone I was going out to get the ATM because I'm buying this other truck and I got to pay in cash. And it only lets you take out basically $400 a day. And I got to pay the guy $2,000, which is the same as what I paid for that one. But what I'm getting is a much more involved model, which is a lot more expensive. New. And the thing literally only has 600 kilometers on it. Guy bought it. I don't think knows how to drive a trike because their wheels are a little further back than on a bike, and you must be prepared to go past something far enough before you turn in, because he bought another one to replace it, and that one he replaced it with, the fenders are all bashed up in the back already, and he hasn't had that one very long either, and he bought the second one because it was skinnier. I kind of looked at them both, and it literally looked like it was about 2 inches of difference between the two, and that 1 inch on each side isn't going to do him any good. And the fenders were all bashed up. The one that I'm guying, he hadn't bashed it up. The paint's a little faded from sitting for a year or so. But the guy I'm picking it up from, a nice guy, Ray, from Australia, is going to have it taken to Rusi or Rusco, whichever it is. I get mixed up. It's the same shifter setup as the one I got now, but it's a different engine. It's a 200cc engine. It's basically a little fishing community here, I guess, on the end of the dead-end street. And if I didn't have if I had other shoes on, I'd probably walk out, but I don't want to mess these shoes up and get them all dirty. As it is, I got to come home and take them off before I get in the house, because I'm getting the house all dirty as hell. Walking in there with my shoes. The tradition here is you take your shoes off going into a house. My feet are so messed up, I really can't do that most of the time. And I need a bench to sit down on to put the shoes on, except for Crocs. But I think what I can do is pull them off outside and just bite the bullet and walk in the house with bare feet, which hurts. on my feet. Oh, here's a white bird out here. I don't know what this is. Oh shit. I zoom in, I lose track of where I am. Where's that bird go? Of course now it's gone. Just walking around over there. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. I don't know what it is. Come on, pick your head up again. Really need to learn some more Visaya. Barely know good morning. Mayang buntag. Mayang buntag. Very happy people here. I'm amazed at this place. Even with the abject poverty that is here. And my girl was very poor, or is really technically still poor. She said, but you have to be happy. It's bizarre that I was bringing up a yin-yang symbol when we were talking online. And I've never seen such true contrast as I've seen here. You can have a luxury house next to what looks like a homeless shelter. You can have people paying rent in what people live in as a homeless camp in America. And next door, a luxury condo with Mercedes and Porsches. It's absolutely amazing. And yet, these people that are poor are happier than the ones with money. Seems like the ones with money seem to be a bit more miserable. I don't know the name of him, but there was a priest years and years and years ago who was wealthy, went somewhere and literally just gave away everything and became to live as a poor man. And you get that feeling here. It's like he did it, I guess, because he almost felt ashamed he was rich, I think, and felt bad for the poor. But here it's almost like that's the way you should live, even though it'd be extremely uncomfortable for me. And I don't think I'd do it. I almost wish I could. Oh, we gotta go for a shot here of these people. Speedboat out there running along, which I haven't seen a speedboat here much. Everything's been like slow boats. These guys are ripping along like back in New Jersey. I don't know what he's running, but he's going along pretty good. All I know is I'm just absolutely in love with this country. The only thing I regret is not being able to bring my dog, who is now dead from the people who killed him. And that poor dog did not deserve that fate. Oops, sorry, I didn't know I didn't have it still zoomed in. Oh, but look at this. This is turning here. Look at this, guys. Oh, this guy's hauling in that thing, whatever it is. It looks like a canoe with a motor on it. I'm really surprised how many people are actually down here. It's like 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock. Sun's just coming up. Oh God, that's another shot. Well, I paused the damn video instead of taking a still shot, but oh well. so much for this video. Time to go back and get breakfast, which is Pamahau, I believe, or maybe that's lunch. I don't know. I'm learning Visaya. It's not an easy language. Matter of fact, coming down here, on the way down here, one of the things that people talked about with the dogs, and there's ones running around here, they're running all over the place. None of the dogs are tied up at all. I've only seen one dog tied up that's been here. And there was a dog literally nursing its puppies in the middle of the streets while she was standing upright with like 3 or 4 puppies. Now I hope to find myself another small dog. There is a lot of abusive alcohol here. Oh, I got it zoomed in again. There's a whole bunch of dogs here. That one there, there's one over there somewhere. There's some very beautiful dogs here. They're all in this, well, I'd say 30-pound neighborhood or less, most of them. And I haven't walked back in here. I don't know if I should, frankly, being a Westerner. I won't go back in here without Helen. And here's my current trike, and I just got another one that's a passenger model, which I hope to get in a few days. Figuring out how to get the money out of the bank to pay him, that is a whole nother ballgame. Because to get money out of the bank, you literally have to, you can only take 10,000 pesos at any one time, but you can do it twice right in a row, which only adds up to $400, and I only got to pay $4,000 or $2,000 for the other trike. I paid basically $2,000 for this one new, but the other one is passenger model and it's more expensive, like at least a third more than this one was, and the other one only has 600K on it. I've already got 400 on this one, which, if anybody's interested, there's it. I'm at 500K now. I just had it serviced at 400K, so I'm almost at the same mileage as the one I'm buying. But the one man, that dog's quick. He got all the way up the road to this dude, and he's running right on by him. Anyhow, the price was a good deal, and Helen can actually drive that one. She actually couldn't reach here. She couldn't do this. She could only get her fingers to here on this one, and even though the same manufacturer, it has the same shifter levers with a different engine, and she was easily able to get a hold of it. Plus, it had more set up for passengers, and I could sit next to her to teach her how to drive. She's 37 years old and has never driven anything with a bicycle because she can't. She's too short to put her legs down. She literally has to jump off the bike to stop at a stop sign, which you have to be able to do constantly here because you're constantly moving along at 20K and almost parking, and anything beyond that doesn't work. It's an amazing country. Oh, here comes a trike. I'll be driving somebody else. The primary means of transportation, and the reason I bought this. These things are held together with spit and baling wire, and they break a lot, and they run out of gas a lot. And 2 times the guy refueled one with my daughter sitting 2 foot from the fuel tank on a hot engine, and the one he actually had to push it out of the middle of the street and into, and if you see the front end wobbling on that, it's because the triple trees are totally shot on most of these things. It's just a little 125 or 175 bike underneath. Very expensive, very short bike. Get in these things, trust me, you may not be the only somebody else is going to stop and pick him up because he gets paid by the head, not the ride. I think I have an oil leak on this damn thing. I told the sushi guy, and he's like, "Oh, it's water." I'm like, "No, I don't believe it's water. I'm not that dumb." So I got to take it back and complain a little bit, but we shall see. All right, folks, that's it. Good enough for today.